Are you done yet? You're so slow. You said you were just gonna go out shopping, but you've been gone for hours. How much longer are you gonna take? Why is it taking so long for something so simple? Hurry up and come back home already. Jeez, everything with you takes 10 times longer than the average person. It's not that difficult. Anna, I'm not gonna buy anything if you talk to me like that. I'm not doing you the favor. What? Stop playing around. I'm serious. Who the hell do you think you are? Have you forgotten who you're talking to? Jeez, you're so full of yourself. Have you forgotten who you're talking to? Don't talk down to me like that. I am your older sister, after all. What? Just because you're older than me, you think you can talk to me like you're better than me? Since when have I been acting like I'm better than you? If anyone's being condescending, it's you. Oh, shut up already. Stop trying to turn this around on me. You're the last person I want telling me what to do. All this arguing just for a simple request. You're useless. What a waste. A waste! You understand, right? So stop trying to make up for your flaws by trying to outsmart me. It's not gonna happen. I've always been smarter than you. You'd think you'd learn how to deal with your shortcomings by now. What the hell are you talking about? What's with the attitude? Why are you in such a bad mood all of a sudden? So moody. Jeez. I never know with you. I'm in a crappy mood because you're taking forever to come home. That's why. Okay, jeez. Calm the hell down. I'm so sorry, my dear little sister. Happy now? And? When are you gonna come home? Stop dancing around the subject. I've been waiting forever. Ugh. How long do you intend on making me wait? Jeez, it's just a box of cookies. No need to be so dramatic about it. How about practicing a little patience for once in your life? Well, actually, if you can't wait for the cookies, you should have just went out and got them yourself. But my knee hurts. I don't want to aggravate it. I can't afford for it to get worse, especially by doing something someone else can help me with. You lack exercise. That's the problem. All you do is sit around all day, so your muscles have no reason to stay strong. Why don't you start walking? You could start by taking a few laps around the block every day after dinner. No! I can't walk at night by myself. It's too dangerous. Too dangerous? What are you talking about? For someone like me, of course it's dangerous. You, on the other hand, can walk around by yourself. You just scare any suspicious people or wild animals away. Whatever you say. Anyway, I'll be out for another couple of hours. Go ahead and eat lunch without me. What? A couple of hours? Why do you need another couple hours just to pick up some cookies for me? You're so slow. But that's what I would expect from someone who only graduated high school and works at a job where they don't respect you. We're adults already. Are you still stuck using your education to bully me around? It's been what, almost 10 years? Get over it already. Yeah, of course. It never gets old. I worked hard throughout school. I earned it. Well, I'm tired of hearing about it all the time. It's getting really annoying. Isn't there anything else that makes you happy? Or are you basing your self-worth solely on your degree? Just stop it already and grow up. Oh my goodness. Listen to yourself. You've become a boring adult. Forget about it. If you're gonna be so serious all the time, it's not worth even trying to talk to you. I'm just gonna tell Mom and Dad on you. Wow. Sounds like it's not college, but elementary school you're stuck in. Did you really just say you're gonna tell on me? Wow. It's a real wonder, considering how much you remind me how smart you are. Smart for a kindergartner, maybe. Is threatening to tattle on me to Mom and Dad really your only strategy to get what you want? I don't even know why I even let myself talk to you on your level. Shut up! You want to talk about level? Unlike you, I graduated from college. Are you really that jealous of me? I mean, I would understand if you are. Not one bit. I'd much rather not be a college graduate and know that I can take care of myself than have all the degrees in the world and rub that in everyone's face. Well, you should be jealous of me. Never mind. I'm gonna tell Mom and Dad on you. They're gonna be so mad at you. Bye-bye! Kyla, please give me a break. Help me out. Anna's throwing a temper tantrum again. Thanks to you, she's taking it out on me. What are you trying to say? That this is my fault? Why don't you and Dad do something about it? I mean, you are her parents. But the whole reason she's in a bad mood is because of you, isn't it? I need you to be a little more careful with how you talk to your little sister. She's really sensitive and doesn't have a tough skin like you. Her feelings are really hurt right now. And you know her. You know how she gets. She projects her stress at everyone in the family. She's sensitive and her feelings are hurt, huh? But it doesn't seem that way to me. The side she shows me is far from it. She's being condescending. I can't believe you're saying this again. It's the same pattern all the time. Well, think about it. She doesn't have any common sense. The reason that she stopped going to work altogether is because her boss is useless. Those are her words. To her, it's always someone else's fault. I'm not saying that it's always her fault, but she never even considers the possibility that she's the problem. And of course, naturally, because she stopped going to work, she got fired. All of this, she does to herself. And this time is no different. So anyway, what were you saying again? Were you saying that Anna's feelings are hurt? That she's the victim in all of this? You shouldn't say things like that to Anna. You know this. You don't know exactly how everything happened at Anna's work. It's easy to make judgments about her based on how she acts around everyone, but you have to at least give her some benefit of the doubt. And regardless of what did happen, the fact that her feelings are hurt doesn't change. And as her big sister, you have to be there for her. I wonder how many years it's been since you started telling me that. Anna's already, 29 years old? You need to stop babying her already. You need to let her learn how to recover from failure. She's always been really good at school, and you and Dad have protected her from having to deal with any adversity. Kyla! Why do you have to be so tough with your sister all the time? Don't you feel even the least bit sorry for her? No. You and Dad keep on treating her like she's still a baby. This isn't good for her in the big picture. Think about it. One day you, Dad, and even I will grow old and won't be able to support her. What will happen to her if she doesn't learn any resilience? Well, that may be the case, but like you said, Anna has been the type to work really hard at anything she does, right? She graduated at the top of her class in college and has succeeded at pretty much everything. So naturally she needs help getting back up after her first big failure. Eventually she'll learn, but this is her first time actually not succeeding at something. So please, Kyla, find it in your heart to help her out. I understand all that, but the way she's been taking out all her stress on me is not very sister-like, and so I think I'm within reason not to feel sorry for her. No, you know that's not right, Kyla. Think about it. Anna looks like she's acting up, but what she's really doing is trying to get some attention from her big sister. So be a big sister and help her out. Listen and support her through this tough time for her. Well, verbal abuse is one way to get my attention. It's just not the way to get me to cooperate with her. Well, yeah, but just be the big sister she needs right now, all right? It's always, be a big sister this, be a big sister that. I'll say this, Mom. I will not go soft on her. I haven't told you about this morning. She asked me to go out and bring her some cookies for her. It's the first time she's asked me to do any favor in a while, so I went and bought some for her. But she ended up yelling at me for taking too long. If she gives me that kind of attitude again, I'll stop doing anything for her altogether. You don't have to be that extreme. Have some compassion. If you were in her shoes, you'd appreciate some, wouldn't you? I'm not being extreme at all. I'm being completely reasonable. It doesn't feel nice to be yelled at when you're doing someone a favor, so I simply am not looking forward to helping her out again. If you and Dad feel so sorry for Anna, you both should think of ways to support her yourself. I have my own life to live too. By the way, those cookies she asked for, I was going to pick them up on my way home from work. But she upset me so much I decided not to. What? You actually did that? Kyla, you know that does nothing to help the situation. All that does is escalate everything. Yeah? And? What's your point? I'm not in a position to really care how Anna feels about anything. I've reached my limit already. Well, I gotta go, Mom. Bye. Kyla! Kyla, why don't you just move out already? There's no point in you living here anymore. You're useless to me. There's no reason for us to live together. I don't need you here anymore. Anna, why are you in a bad mood all of a sudden again? Shouldn't you be saying those things about yourself? I'm the only one that does anything useful around the house. I wash the dishes, do your laundry, vacuum. All you ever do is sit in your room scrolling through your phone. What? What are you talking about? You're talking nonsense. If there's anyone who's useless, it's you. I never asked you to do any of that stuff. But when it comes to the things I actually ask you to do, you do absolutely nothing. Yes. It's me. It's definitely me. It's my fault. There is something wrong with the way I handle things. So now that that's settled, stop texting me for trivial things like this. Only contact me during the day if it's an emergency. Unlike you, I have a job. So if I don't work, we both don't eat. Yeah, you have a job, but it's not like it's a good job or anything. So stop trying to rub it in my face. I am not rubbing it in. I'm only telling you the truth. And I'm telling you to get your act together and look for one yourself. Other than that, I know you have nothing else better to do. So can you please not bother me? If you need to kill time, go do it somewhere else. See? That's why I'm telling you to move out already. You're useless. That's why I texted you right now. To tell you that. Got it? Or do I have to explain myself again in simpler terms? I texted you to tell you to move out. Today. What? Today? Why today? What's so special about today? Because there's no value in you living with me. It's the day that I decided that I'm fed up with you just taking up space in the house. Whenever I ask you to do anything, you never listen to me. That's why there's no reason for you to live with me. You don't contribute anything to our living situation. Are you still salty about those cookies you asked me to get you? Jeez, get over it already. Of course I didn't get you those cookies you asked for with the attitude you gave me that day. No one would want to do you that favor if you talk to them like that. If you need anything, then go out and get it yourself. You're not royalty. Oh, and that's not the only thing. It's also about that thing I asked Mom about a while back. It's already been 3 weeks, but you haven't even brought it up. What are you talking about? What did you ask Mom about? I haven't heard anything from her at all. Huh? What do you mean? Why? Don't ask me. Ask Mom. There's no way for me to know. Now that I think about it, whenever you need anything, you should just ask Mom. Directly. Why do you ask me for anything at all? You've been like this ever since we were kids. I do. I always try to ask Mom and Dad whenever I need anything. But whenever I try, they always tell me to ask you instead. I don't ask you because I want to. I ask you because I have no other choice. Believe me, with how useless you are, you're not exactly the first person I want to ask. I knew it. They always deflect to me. Sheesh. It's so annoying. Shirking their duties all the time as parents. They need to grow a backbone. What? Don't talk like that about Mom and Dad. I was just thinking about how Mom and Dad always tell me to do the stuff whenever it becomes inconvenient for them. But anyway, what was it that you asked Mom about this time? I'm not gonna help you out. I'm only asking. Why don't you ask Mom yourself? Ugh, no. I'm not gonna talk to Mom. This is so irritating. Never mind, I don't care what it is. Okay, geez. I asked Mom to tell you to help me find a boyfriend. Happy? What? That makes no sense. If there's anyone who believes that she's so awesome and beautiful that she'd have no problem finding someone, it's you. You need me to help you find a boyfriend? Why? Because I want to fall in love with someone and get married. I need to get married so someone will be there to always take care of me. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just find me a boyfriend. A good one. A high-spec man. One that checks all the boxes. What? A man that makes a lot of money, a college grad. Oh, and is tall. I'm talking at least $300K a year. He needs to be at least 6 feet tall, too. And an Ivy League grad. And he has to have a great personality, of course. He can be up to 5 years older than me or 5 years younger than me. Anything within that range is okay with me. Whoa. I think you need to rethink your standards. That's way too unrealistic. You'd be lucky to find anyone on this planet with at least half of those traits. You're just jealous because you'd never be able to get with that type of man. Let's face it, I'm much more charming than you. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, I can't help you. What? I said I can't help you with this. There are 0 men out there that fit that profile. Trying to find a man like that is impossible. You just described a unicorn. If you really want to try, you're gonna have to ask someone else. There's absolutely no way I'll help you with this. What? Kyla! You have to! Kyla, why don't you have a heart and help your sister out? Because of you, she's having another fit. You know I can't handle this. Mom, listen. Whenever Anna needs something from you, why do you always instantly just tell her to ask me instead? It's like you don't even try, or even think about what it is she's asking you to help her with. You just automatically throw the request to me. Did Anna tell you? She didn't say anything to you, did she? Mom, just deal with her yourself. I don't care if it's a burden to you. Think about it. If it's a burden to you, how much of a burden do you think it will be to me? How much of a burden do you think it's been all these times you've just tossed her requests my way? Don't say such things. I just think that it's better if you help your sister out. You do such a better job at it. Why do you say that? You'd get better at it too if you actually tried to help her out yourself. Come on, Kyla. You understand her more than we do. You're her older sister. You grew up together. The generation gap between me and her is too great for me to relate to her. I see. Well, sorry, Mom. I couldn't care less about Anna. How can you say that? She's your little sister. You're not supposed to say that you don't care about your little sister. You're her older sister, so you should look out for her. Mom, ever since we were kids, I've always been dragged into giving in to whatever selfish request Anna made. Don't you think it's strange that that's the way things still are to this day? She's not going to learn if we keep showing her that how she behaves is rewarded. Until when do you think I need to put up with this? Anna's already almost 30 years old. She needs to learn to stand up on her own. Stop treating her like she's a helpless child. She needs to learn some independence. But remember, she's feeling really down right now from being fired from her job. It's gonna take some time for her to get back on her feet. You know that. I can't believe you're bringing that up again. Well, tell me then, what has Anna been trying to do to recover? Have you been giving her the chance to learn to get back up? What has Anna been doing for herself? Wait, no. What have you been doing? You can do things like suggest she see a therapist. There are other people you can ask besides me, you know. Find some pamphlets for her. I don't know. You be her therapist. Take her to get some coffee and just talk. Let her know that her mom has her back. Kyla, just do something. There's nothing else we can do. I knew you were going to say that. It's the same pattern all the time. In the end, it always becomes my responsibility. I'm getting really tired of it. I'm done with all of this. I'm leaving. I'm moving out. Huh? I just talked to Anna earlier today, and she told me herself. She doesn't want me to live with her anymore. It wasn't my idea. She said I'm useless and have no value to her. You're so concerned all the time about what Anna wants. Well, she wants me to move out. This is one of those rare instances where I'll gladly cooperate. That's the best thing to do for her, right? To do exactly what she wants, all the time. Everyone wins. No, not exactly. I've had it with always being the one to deal with Anna because you don't want to. Because of that, I've spent so much time and energy for her. And what thanks do I get? All Anna ever does is throw tantrums, call me useless, and complains that what I do for her is never enough. So as her parents, it's up to you to decide what to do with her. Wait. For now, I'm just relieved to be moving out. I'm gonna start calling around to find a good moving company to help me out. I'll stick around at the house for now until I figure out where to go. But just because I'm still there with Anna, don't expect me to do anything for her. And don't even think of asking me to do anything. Especially things that you and Dad should be doing yourselves. Be parents to her for once. Kyla! Wait. Kyla! What is going on? Weren't you gonna move out of the house today? I've been looking forward to this day for so long. You still have all your stuff in your room. Did you change your mind? Don't tell me you changed your mind. Please. No, don't worry. I did not change my mind. So what if all my stuff is still in my room? So what? What are you gonna do with all that stuff? Oh my gosh. Are you so stupid that you don't even know how to move out of the house? The way it works is that you need to pack all your stuff with you when you leave. Wait, you're not doing this all by yourself, right? You hired a mover to carry all your stuff, right? But I wouldn't expect you to admit that you don't know what to do. I'd be embarrassed too if I was as dumb as you. Oh my goodness, you're so funny, Kyla. There's really no help for you. Anna, what are you talking about? I already moved out. And the stuff you found in my room? I'm leaving it all there. I don't need any of it anymore, so I told Mom she could take whatever she wants if she needs to use it. And I guess since she's free to take anything I left, you can use whatever you want too. Huh? What? So you actually moved out of the house? Yeah. That's what I said. I packed all my stuff and had the movers pick it up. All while you were sleeping in your room. I can't believe you didn't notice. You're so lazy. Shut up! But anyway, I'm so happy that you finally moved out of the house. I can finally use your room all for myself. I can finally use the whole house for myself. I'm so excited! The whole house is mine! Yeah, I guess you're right. Congratulations. So what all this means is, you're never coming back to the house, right? No matter what. I am the sole heir of the house now, so don't even think of inviting yourself in. Whatever you say. Jeez, you're so dumb. What? Did you just call me dumb? Don't worry, I would never want to go back to that house ever again. So make sure you never invite me over, okay? I'm disowning you, and I'm disowning Mom and Dad too. So don't even try to contact me anymore. No, I should be the one disowning you. I was wondering about Mom and Dad though. They didn't really do anything to stop you, did they? So apparently they didn't really care about you cutting us all off. It's so sad. But not unexpected. After all, that's the type of person you are. Huh? Mom and Dad actually came to talk to me yesterday and apologized for everything. Far from not caring about me cutting everyone off. Huh? They did? Yeah, they were begging me not to move out and leave you alone here. But I wasn't having any of it. It felt great. It was really liberating. It wasn't that they didn't care and just let me move out. It was actually that they weren't able to stop me. They had no argument that could change my mind. Kyla, you can't expect me to believe that lie. I've always been Mom's and Dad's favorite daughter, ever since we were kids. There's no way they would side with you against me, especially with something as big as this. So don't go around thinking that anything has changed. Okay. Yes, you're their favorite. Doesn't matter to me. Go ahead and be showered with all their attention. Enjoy it. It's about time they started being real parents to you anyway. Well, anyway, just like you wanted, I will move out and disappear from your life. I hope you enjoy your life mooching off of Mom and Dad and never making something of yourself. You're a jerk. At least I'm not stupid like you. When you realize how much you miss living with me, don't run back crying saying you want to move back in. All right? Because I won't let you. Kyla, please. You have to come back. Your dad and I can't take this anymore. We're at our limit with Anna. We can't handle this. She's too much for us. Kyla, please help. Isn't she your daughter? Figure something out. That's your role as her parents. You must continue to baby her and make life as easy as possible for her. That's what Anna wants. No, Kyla, I'm being serious. It's just that. We're doing all we can, but without your help, we're not getting anywhere. Well, you and Dad let this happen. What's the saying? You reap what you sow. Anyway, I'm now living my best life. There's no way I'm going back. I don't have to be Anna's punching bag for you anymore. And financially, things have gotten so much easier. Every day is like a breath of fresh air. But you haven't blocked my phone number from your phone, right? So there's a small possibility that you might help us out, right? Nope. 0 chance. Huh? But why? Why haven't you completely blocked me? Because I knew for sure that you would call me begging me to come back. There's no way I could miss that moment. Not in a million years. I wanted to see how much of a mess everything has become. Kyla! So thank you. I was able to hear all about it just now. I'm completely satisfied. So I'm gonna block you now. Why? Because I despise all of you from the bottom of my heart. So I've been looking forward to this moment. To know that everything has become a disaster for all of you. Kyla, how can you say such a thing? We're family. You don't mean that, right? I know you're just upset. No. I'm not the one who's acted unfairly and horribly to other family members. Anna is the smarter one, so we'll send her to college. Kyla, you'll be okay without a degree, right? Anna's feelings are really hurt right now. Why don't you support her through this tough time? I mean, you're the big sister after all. Anna knows better than everyone, so you should listen to what she says. You've been saying things like that to me ever since we were in elementary school. Kyla, I'm so sorry. We never intended to play favorites with you and your sister. If it wasn't that, then what were you trying to do then? I'm sorry. But Kyla, you're the only one who can help with all of this. Please, Kyla, do this for your family. I'll be waiting to hear from you. Call or text anytime, okay? Kyla, what the hell? I'm gonna send you my location, so come and pick me up already. Hurry up and reply to me. Huh? What are you talking about? What do you mean, huh? This is an emergency. Mom and Dad betrayed me. They told me they would take care of me, but they tricked me. They went behind my back and left me here without saying a word. Huh? You don't say. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Kyla, I'm your little sister, remember? You're supposed to fix these kinds of things. That's what big sisters do. You're really useless. Nothing has changed at all. Meh, it doesn't matter to me. I don't have to be useful to you. Why should I? I'm not your sister anymore, remember? I have no obligation to you. What? You're my sister, and you'll always be my sister, no matter what. Anyway, I'm sending you my location, so hurry the hell up and come help me. Here, okay? I'll be waiting here, so come get me. Huh, I see now. You're in rehab. I'm not surprised. Meh, as much as I don't like you, the decent thing to do would be to say, best wishes on getting out soon. Kyla! Come on, you don't mean that. Aren't you wondering how I got here in the first place? Not really. I really don't care. But from the address you sent me, it's pretty obvious. While you're there, you might as well not rush anything. You'll be well taken care of there. No! I don't want to stay here! They lied to me! Mom and Dad! Today they dropped by and told me we were all gonna go on a vacation. So I packed all my stuff and went with them. But all of a sudden they stopped in front of this building and told me that we should all stop for a bathroom break. We all stepped out of the car, but then they ran back and sped off without me. They ran away from you. There's a lot of reasons to hate them, but I gotta applaud them this time. Shut up! This isn't funny. Just hurry up and come pick me up from this place. Just don't drop me off back at Mom and Dad's place. I'm so angry at them right now. So I'll be staying with you. Excuse me? From here on out, you'll be taking care of me. You're a little sis. You're pretty dumb and can't do much else, so that should be enough to keep you busy. Right, big sis? It's your duty to me. So, speaking of stuff you have to do, come and pick me up already. No thanks. I'm not interested. Oh, and just to make sure, I called the rehab center I thought you were at. And I told them you were right outside the building. What? Wow, Anna. You've really fallen far from your pedestal, haven't you? Ever since I moved out from the house we used to live in, your downfall has been pretty spectacular. Almost impressive. I've never been so relieved in my life. Well, it seems that I have nothing else to do with you, so bye. Wait! Are you seriously abandoning your little sister? Huh? Who told you to move out of the house in the first place? If there's anyone who did any abandoning, it was you. You told me that after I moved out, you became free to live however you wanted. And you sounded pretty happy. So I imagine the last thing you want is to live with me again, right? You should enjoy yourself a little more, being independent. Enjoy? I can't enjoy myself here. Or anywhere. Mom and Dad disowned me, remember? Yeah, that makes sense. Having to look after you all the time would bring anyone to their limit. Even for Mom and Dad, who love to spoil you. So when I heard that they disowned you, I couldn't help but laugh. You really can't make this stuff up. No matter what situation you were in, all you could think about was yourself. It's pretty astonishing how anyone can be as selfish as you. Kyla, come on. Just pick me up already. I don't want to stay in rehab. You should just relax and stay there for a while. If you don't, you won't be able to be rehabilitated. No! I don't want to stay here. Kyla! Anna? What happened? You haven't replied in a while. Is everything okay? Did someone from the rehab center come to take you in? Go, Anna! You can do it! Anna was immediately taken into the rehab center. I haven't heard from her since, so I don't really know how everything has been going with her. But from the looks of it, it doesn't seem that she'll be ready to leave and go back home anytime soon. Speaking of home, my parents' relationship with their neighbors have soured a bit with all that's been going on with Anna. So they ended up selling their house and moving somewhere else. And I really don't know if they actually disowned Anna. But what I do know is that they were willing to spend a good amount of money in order for them to keep their distance from her. But there's no way to know all the details for sure, because I haven't reached out to them at all recently. Anyway, I hope for the best for Anna, and that one day she'll be able to stand on her own 2 feet and live independently. Thanks for watching until the end. If you enjoyed the video, then feel free to leave your thoughts or opinions in the comment section. See you at the next video. Bye!